Hi, I'm Mike Tenney, host of Pop Culture Catechism for Awaken Catholic, and this is Awaken the Word. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. At that very hour, some Pharisees came and said to him, "Get away from here, for Herod wants to kill you." He said to them, "Go and tell that fox for me. Listen, I am casting out demons and performing cures today and tomorrow, and on the third day I finish my work. Yet today, tomorrow, and the next day I must be on my way, because it is impossible for a prophet to be killed outside of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones those who are sent to it. How often I have desired to gather your children together as a hen gathers her brood under her wings, and you were not willing. See, your house is left to you, and I tell you, you will not see me until the time comes when you say, 'Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord.'" So throughout the scriptures, God is compared to many things, and there's no perfect metaphor for God, but he gives us lots of images to help us understand him. The most common one we find in scripture is God is our Father. Probably the second most common one is God as the bridegroom, and he wants to marry his people who are the bride, the people of Israel in the Old Testament, the church in the New Testament. And those are great. We have lots of other ways of understanding God. God is a rock. He's a strong fortress. They're all through the Psalms and all over the place. He's the lion and the lamb. But my favorite is when Jesus calls himself a chicken in this passage. And he says, "I want to be like a mother hen who gathers up her brood." There's only a few places in scripture where God compares himself to a feminine image. There's one in Isaiah where he compares himself to like a nursing mother comforting a baby. And then there's this one where Jesus calls himself like a mother hen. And I just think that's great. But it's interesting because he calls Herod a fox. If you know anything about fox and chickens, the fox almost always gets the hen. And the Pharisees are trying to warn him. It's kind of nice. The Pharisees seem to almost be looking out for Jesus here. Or maybe they're just trying to get him to go away. But they're saying, look, Herod wants to kill you. You should run away. And he's like, look, I'm not backing down. Even though he's a fox and I'm a chicken, I know he can kill me. But Jesus says, I'm not backing down. This is what I came for. I came for this. And you're not going to see me again until they say, "Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord." Like, I have the final victory here. I am the one who wins. And Jesus is telling us that the strength of the world is not the strength of God. Strength often looks like weakness. Real strength often looks like weakness. And weakness often looks like strength. And Herod is weak, but I am strong. The chicken's going to win, right? The lamb is ultimately going to have the victory. And yes, Jesus is the lion, but he's also the lamb. And it's through that lamb's sacrifice that victory will be had. And so, yeah, it doesn't look like Jesus has a lot going for him at this point, but he can trust in God's victory, and so can we. So when we feel like the chicken, when we feel like the lamb, let us place our trust in the Lord, that no fox can really hurt us in the end, that God will have the victory. I have been Mike Tenney, and this has been Awaken the Word.